welcome back to another English TV live lesson. My name is Emma and today we're going to be looking at some more pronunciation. So today we're going to focus on the ing ending and the pronunciation, and also some non-standard ways of how to pronounce it. So if you come across any of them, you know that they are not the standard ways, and that's it, basically, just to show you those. So hello to people in the private community, hello to people on YouTube, and hello to people on the public page, I should say. So who have we got here in the private group? We've got Maxime, hello, Vicky. I think Vicky said she had an exam. Yes. So Vicky has a phonetics exam tomorrow. Good luck. Hopefully this lesson will help you with that, help you prepare. Who else is here? Generations is here. Hello, Mia, Daniel as well, Arthur, Jeannie, Victor, City Pong waving, Olga as well waving, Larissa or Larissa, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, help me there. I would guess Larissa, but please tell me if I'm wrong. Hannah, of course, Lloyd is there as well. So if you guys watching in the private community have any questions during this live, put them down in the comments and Lloyd will be able to answer those for you while I'm teaching, basically. That's it. I had carpal tunnel for transcribing text into phonemic symbols non-stop. My goodness, I know exactly how you feel, exactly the same as you. Yes. And I had 3 years of that. It's really, really tough. Anyway, so let's move on to today's lesson. So we're going to focus on the pronunciation of ing. I can't remember who suggested this lesson, but thank you to the person who did. This is definitely something that's useful for you guys. It's something I get asked about a lot. So ways to pronounce ing. So the first way we want to look at is the standard form, okay? This is the one that's the correct way. It's the one that you will find in the dictionary, okay? So this way, basically, you can see by the transcription, you have the vowel, a very short I, not I, okay? If you remember, we did a lesson on the short and long I and E a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, you can go and watch that if you would like some more help with that. And then yes, the ng sound. So with this ng, what you need to do is imagine you're trying to pronounce a g as in go, okay? Go, gate, goat, okay? That g sound. You basically pronounce that g, but instead of releasing it, you hold it. So instead of saying g, hold it. Okay? And instead the noise will travel out of your nose. This is another nasal sound, like the noise is coming out of my nose. Again, the noise is coming out of my nose. And this is the third nasal sound that we have in English. This sound goes out of my nose again. So no sound comes out of my mouth here. It all comes out of my nose, which is a wonderful image. So yeah, make sure you hold that sound. Don't release it. So let's have a practice in some words. The first one we have is... Sorry, just reading comments super quick. The first one we have is sing, and I hold it. Sing, not sing. Okay, we're going to get to that in a moment. Sing, hold it. Sing. Now, sometimes you'll find this in words more than once. For example, singing, singing. So careful that you're not releasing it too hard. And you're not saying singing, okay? Sing-ing, singing, all right? Let's have a look then, quickly, at some non-standard ways. So here is a really common one that you may have heard actually, and you may have also seen written. So with this, we don't have that we have n, as in no, okay? Like to know something and no, I won't do that, for example. It's that same n. Same vowel, but with n. In. Now with this one, you need to be careful because you can't really use it if it's just a one-syllable word. For example, thing. I would still need to pronounce that n sound back here. I can't say thin because then I'm saying another word. I'm saying thin as in the opposite of fat, let's say, okay? Thin. So, a different word, thing has to be pronounced at the back. So if it's a one-syllable word, you can't do that. The next one, now you can see how I've written it. I've also highlighted in green the part that I want to focus on, just so you guys don't get too confused. But you can see that I've written a little apostrophe. And that apostrophe, when we use it in writing, we don't always use the apostrophe when we're writing, especially if it's like on Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram or something. A very, very informal situation where we're writing. We're basically using it to show that a letter has been removed. So yeah, that basically shows that. That's why sometimes you might see, let me write it in the chat actually because I can't write it here. So let's say you have a word like fish and chips. Well, it's not a word, it's a phrase. You have a phrase like fish and chips. You may see it written sometimes like this. So I'm just writing it in the chat like this, okay? And those apostrophes basically show that there are letters that have been removed, all right? And that's normally because it's the way that we say it. It's because we remove those sounds. So when we're writing informally, okay, in whatever way, whether it's texting or writing, whatever, we can remove it, replace it with an apostrophe. So the first one we have is eating. For example, what you eating? What you eating? Instead of what you eating? What you eating? Okay? The next one, shouting. Instead of shouting. Why is he shouting? Why is he shouting? Okay, that change is so subtle. Sometimes if you're just on the phone or something, or you're listening to audio, it's quite difficult to tell whether they're using the n or the ng sound. So yeah, don't worry about that so much if you're listening, but it's just in case you hear it. Do we also have any questions, by the way, in the private community? Mia says she doesn't miss those days. But the phonetics classes are fun. That's good. I pronounced your name right. Larissa. Okay. Fantastic. Any other questions here? It sounds like a glottal stop. With it can't, because a glottal stop really is silent. So a glottal stop, if you're not sure what this is, it's basically a very quick closure of the vocal folds, and it sounds like nothing because you are essentially just closing the vocal cords. They're not doing anything. You may find it in words like bottle instead of bottle, city instead of city. So that glottal stop actually is no sound. If you listen to recordings, normally what they do is they produce a vowel before and after the sound. So if you listen to phonetics recordings, like for phonetics training and learning, Vicky and Mia will be very familiar with this, but it sounds, let's say for example it says n sound, it will sound something like nga, okay? And with the glottal stop, it's just it's just no sound at all there. But I know what you mean. I think it's because it's pronounced back here, right? But really the glottal stop is right here because you're closing the vocal cords. How do the French pronounce it with their accent? I'm not sure, actually. Good question. Any French people in the group? You can tell us. Any other questions? I don't think so. No. But Toby's in there, so that's good. Anyway, before we have a look at the next sounds, I'm going to go to a very, very short break. I will be back in literally 10 seconds, okay? You can even count, you can time me. I would like to say thank you to the public members, I could call them, the public for watching this. To the private members, please stay, keep watching. I'm going to continue this lesson and show you some more examples of the ing and how it can be pronounced. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on the Facebook public page, thank you for watching. And if you want to join the private community, you can just head over to EnglishTVLive.com. If you are a member, don't go anywhere. Stay here, okay? I'll be back in 10 seconds and I'm going to leave you with a little question of the day. So let me know in the comments what you think about this question, okay? I'll see you soon, guys. 10 seconds, I promise.